I'm gonna show you how to make a rotisserie style chicken at home in your oven. No special equipment required. And I actually think this one is better than Costco. Stick around. I'm Christina and you're here on the main.
Can I come in your kitchen, baby, and cook all night long with you?
Rotisserie chickens are fantastic because you can take all the meat off and shred it, and it's ready to go for any recipe that you need. But also, you can eat them as is because they're so juicy and delicious. Now, I have a very foolproof recipe for doing this. It's so easy. I start with 2 teaspoons of salt. Just put it into a dish. We're gonna mix this all up. 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. It doesn't have to be completely exact. This is to your taste. 1 teaspoon garlic powder and 1 teaspoon of thyme, dried thyme. This recipe is really easy to scale up. It's just as easy to make 1 chicken as it is to make 2. So I am making 2 chickens so that I have extra. I'm giving a good mix so that when we rub the chicken, it's all evenly coated. Rotisserie chickens always have their own blend of spices that they're coated with, and this is not far from it. So all I'm gonna do is take an entire chicken and start rubbing my spice mixture inside and out. I wanna make sure to push it up in the chicken cavity. Everywhere the chicken's exposed, you wanna rub this spice mixture. This is our only opportunity to season the bird. Flip it over, do the other side. I'm using all of the seasoning, not leaving anything behind. You can let this seasoning sit if you want for a few hours. You can cook it right away. It's completely up to you. Next step, all we need to do is load these chickens into a baking dish. I like to use my Corningware. They're really all-purpose. They can handle the temperature of the oven and they can accommodate the chicken really well. Here is the secret tip that I am telling you guys. Listen up. You want to bake these chickens breast side down. So 1 chicken in and 2 chicken in. Breast side down is going to allow them to baste, and it's gonna protect them from the harsh heat of the oven so they don't dry out. Sometimes when you bake a whole bird, and the reason rotisserie chickens are so good is because they're constantly basting in their own juices. So that when you get it home, it's really juicy, you can shred it, you can serve it up as is. This is going to ensure that same quality of juicy, delicious meat. These are ready to go into the oven at 450 for 30 minutes. At that time, you wanna put a lid on these guys, knock the heat back to 375 and cook them for another 50 minutes. I'll see you then. It's been 30 minutes. I'm gonna turn the oven down to 375 and put the lids on. I'm setting my timer for another 50 minutes. Chicken is done. So it's really important that before you eat this, you actually let it cool. The juices need to redistribute, and if you cut into this now, they're all gonna run all over your plate, and that's not where we want them. We want them in the chicken. If I'm shredding this, I usually let it sit for about 20 minutes. If we're gonna eat it like this, it can sit for 10. I can't wait any longer. It's been 15 minutes. I'm gonna shred this bird, take off the skin, take off all of the meat with 2 forks, and it is ready to go for any recipe you want. It's not crispy. That wasn't the point of this recipe. If you want crispy skin, I'll show you guys how to do that another time. Like, the bones are just falling right off. It's so tender, so tender. This liquid gold is gonna get poured onto the chicken. I'm probably gonna use about 1/3 of it, but you can gauge however much you want. Just go for it. Whole or shredded, this is absolutely gonna be one of your go-to recipes. This oven rotisserie chicken is a winner every single time. Let me know if you make this in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe because I got lots more videos coming. I'm Christina, and you're here on the main.